Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer.
Hello,
right.
Boring Review Nation.
Kind of pointless.
We know all things.
All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here, and I am here for another solo Coke Studio reaction. It has been quite some time since I did the last Coke Studio reaction. If you've been following the channel, I've been a little busy, but things are starting to settle down. Things are starting to get back to normal, and I'm super excited about that. Coke Studio is one of my favorite things to do, especially as a solo reaction. I love the music that comes from Pakistan. I love the music that comes from Coke Studio, and especially my man Atif Aslam. I got another Atif Aslam reaction. This one is called Tajdar-e-Haram. And in the description for this, let's see, I don't see a description. This is from Season 8, Episode 1. Usually there's a little bit of information, but there is not. This is a video that was requested. Thank you so much for requesting it. Isa Dawar, if I said your name wrong, I'm so sorry about that. He says, requesting once again, please do react next on Tajdar-e-Haram by Atif Aslam Coke Studio. Thank you so much for that request, and because you requested, I'm going to check it out. This is a 10-minute song, so I can sit back and relax and enjoy this. It's going to take me some time to add the subtitles, so I hope you appreciate that with the subtitles by at least give me a thumbs up. And with all that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me go ahead and jump right into this because it's been way too long. All right, here we go. Back to the Coke Studio set after it's been so long. Great instruments starting off. So awesome. Originally sung by and composed by the Sabri brothers. Lyrics by Hakim Mirza Madni. Sung by Atif Aslam. You're so welcome for that. That is awesome. Look at that. So composed this guy is.
जन्नत भी गवारा है मगर मेरे लिए ऐ कातिबे तकदीर मदीना लिख दे.
Ooh, how did he hold that note? Ooh, those notes. Oh yeah, bring in the acoustic.
ताजदार-ए-हरम ताजदार-ए-हरम हो निगाहे करम ताजदार-ए-हरम हो निगाहे
His
करम.
voice with the instrument.
हम गरीबों के दिल भी संवर जाएंगे
2020.
हम ये बेकसां क्या कहेगा जहां हम ये बेकसां क्या कहेगा जहां आपके दर से खाली अगर जाएंगे ताजदार-ए-हरम ताजदार-ए-हरम.
Honestly, this guy gives me goosebumps. This guy's voice is unbelievable.
कोई अपना नहीं गम के मारे हम कोई अपना नहीं गम के मारे हम आपके दर पे फरियाद लाए हैं हम हो निगाहे करम वरना चौखट पे हम हो निगाहे करम वरना चौखट पे हम आपका नाम ले लेके मर जाएंगे
Desperation right there.
ताजदारे हरम ताजदारे हरम
All right.
क्या तुमसे कहूँ ऐ रब के कुंवर तुम जानते हो मन की बतियां दारे फुरकत तो आए उम्मीद कब काटे ना कटती अब रतियां तोरी प्रीत में सुध बुध सब बिसरी कब तक रहेगी ये बेखबरी काहे बिगह दुस्तीदा नजर कभी सुन भी तो लो हमारी बतियां आपके दर से कोई न खाली गया आपके दर से कोई
That's a great line.
आपके दर से कोई
Wow,
न खाली
like that.
गया अपने दामन को भर के सवाली गया अपने दामन को भर के सवाली गया ओ हबीबे हज़ी ओ हबीबे हज़ी पर भी आका नजर वरना और आके हस्ती बिखर जाएंगे ताजदारे हरम ताजदारे हरम मैं कशो आओ आओ मदीने चले मदीने चले मैं कशो आओ आओ मदीने चले आओ मदीने चले आओ मदीने चले इसी महीने चले आओ मदीने चले तजल्लियों की अजब है फिजा मदीने में निगाहे शौक की है इंतहा मदीने में गमे हयात न खौफे कज़ा मदीने में नमाज़े इश्क करेंगे अदा मदीने में बराहे रास है राहे खुदा मदीने में आओ मदीने चले आओ मदीने चले इसी महीने चले आओ मदीने चले मैं कशो आओ मदीने चले दस्ते साकी ये कौसर से पीने चले याद रखो अगर याद रखो अगर उठ गई एक नजर जितने खाली है सब जाम भर जाएंगे वो नजर जितने खाली है सब जाम भर जाएंगे ताजदारे हरम ताजदारे हरम बिजलियों का है डर सख्त मुश्किल है आका किधर जाएं हम सख्त मुश्किल है आका किधर जाएं हम आप ही कर न लेंगे हमारी खबर हम मुसीबत के मारे किधर जाएंगे आप ही कर न लेंगे हमारी खबर हम मुसीबत के मारे किधर जाएंगे ताजदार-ए हरम या मुस्तफा या मुजतबा इरहम लना दस्ते हम बेचारा दामातुवी मन आसियम मन आजिज़म मन बेकसम हाले मेरा ऐ मुश्तबे ज़ुंबर फिशा पैके नसीमे सुबह दम ऐ चार अगर ईसा नफस ऐ मून से बीमार गम ऐ कासिदे पुरखंदा पे तुझको उसी गुल की कसम इन्नल तैयारी हसबा यौमन इला अर्दिल हरम बल्लिग सलामी रोज़तन फीहन नबील मोहतरम ताजदार-ए हरम ओ निगाहे करम ताजदार-ए हरम ओ निगाहे करम हम गरीबों के दिन भी संवर जाएंगे हामी ये बेकसां क्या कहेगा जहां से खाली अगर जाएंगे ताजदार-ए हरम ताजदार-ए हरम ताजदार-ए हरम
You know, I was just enjoying that music so much and reading the subtitles to understand the message. It took me till the end to realize the translation is, O King of the Holy Sanctuary. Wow. So at the end, he literally lowered his own volume on his own as he was singing at a quick pace, as he was reading words off the page. I mean, if you ever watch Boring Reviews, if you ever listen to me, I'm never going to put on a show for you. I'm never going to go way too high or way too low. If I'm excited, I'm excited. If I'm not, then this is kind of how monotone I am. But I am so impressed by Atif Aslam. I love his voice. I love his composure. I love his control. I love that performance. I love the backup singers, how they're just repeating what he's saying, because it's a message to me. My interpretation before I do any kind of information or research on this, and I want to find out who Medina is, my interpretation, it sounds like to me, what I take away from this is someone's desperate but humble prayer to the Creator, asking for help. There's been, several times in my life where I've asked for help, but there's been a few times where I desperately asked for help. And that was such a beautiful prayer. That's the way I took it. It was a beautiful prayer, asking for assistance, laying it all out there. We are going to die. We are going to be so woeful. We are going to suffer if you don't extend your hand. And I love that line where it said that people have never left you unfulfilled, or their desires had never been granted, something like that. They never left empty-handed. Such a great line. With my beliefs, I believe that God always answers prayers. It just may not be the answer that you want. More than often, I think it is, and we just don't realize it because we're just so accustomed to it. Like, if you pray for safety on your family every night and you get that, I mean, the answers to prayers are answered more often than not. But sometimes it's not exactly what you want. It's not what you're expecting. But God loves all of us so much that it's going to be what you need. And ultimately, I believe that you're going to understand that. Now, if you suffer a tragedy in your family, you're probably never going to understand that. And I don't blame you, because I've never experienced that, sibling, parent, child, spouse, thank goodness. But for everything else I can think of, prayers are answered, and they're answered in God's way, and they're for the betterment of us. That's what I took from that humble prayer, from that desperate prayer, asking for that assistance, asking for what they need. And it's so relative to today in 2020 with COVID and with just like so many deaths, people we know, people we don't know, so much heartbreak, so much loss of work and desperation. It's times like these that we turn upward and we ask for that help. And, you know, as someone who believes in God, it's really important to do such things at all times, not just when you're desperate and you're humble. But in that humble prayer, it was just laying everything out. These are the things that I believe in. These are the things I've done. This is what I need you. Without God, I believe that we are relatively nothing. We can be great in the work field. We can be a great dresser. We can have wonderful things that we've worked hard to achieve, but everything's given to us from Him. It is as simple as that. Whether we see it or not, and I respect anyone's beliefs, that's the way I look at it, at least. I want to see who Medina is. Who is Medina in this song? Tajdar-e. Let's figure it out. The Constitution of Medina, also known as the Charter of Medina, was drawn up on behalf of the Jewish Publication Society, the Origins of Islam. This is a document from Muhammad the Prophet and those who followed him to work with them. They form one nation. Okay, so this is talking about a document. Please let me know in the comment section below more about Medina, because I'm really curious. At first I thought it was a person, like a prophet, someone leading us, knowing the way to God. Then I started thinking, well, maybe it's a place. Like in the Old Testament, the city of Enoch, it got translated because it was so righteous. Maybe it's a place. Maybe it's some kind of vehicle to getting prayers answered or to getting closer to God. Let me know in the comment section. I truly am interested. I want to know who Medina is. Thank you so much for requesting that. That was awesome. I want to know what your interpretation. If you're like me and you're not Muslim, but you're still a believer of God, what's your interpretation of this song? Thank you so much for requesting it. Please show me some love if you like this reaction by giving me a thumbs up. It really inspires me to do more Coke Studio reactions. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out the other Coke Studio reactions that I've done and other videos that we've done here on Boring Reviews. And thank you so much. Until next time, adios.